Hello, and welcome to the Irresistible Marketing Pod, the podcast that wants you to know that you don't have to force things to happen. Because business and life go so much easier when you relinquish control over what you don't have control over, namely, other people. You only get to control you, boo, and that's challenge enough. I'm your host, Isa Gauchi, your marketing confidence cheerleader and owner of the Isa Messaging digital marketing agency for small business baddies such as yourself. So today I've got more of a personal episode for you. My business is in a moment of rapid acceleration and I want to document what it's like for myself and for you. So I'll preface the title for episodes like this one with Entrepreneur Diaries moving forward, just so you know what you're in for. Let me know if you like this kind of episode and want more of them, or if you prefer my normal format. Always love hearing feedback about the podcast. Anyway, onwards and forwards. So today's Entrepreneur Diary entry is about how, along with upleveling my business, I'm also upleveling my relationship with control. And some of that's been reflected in how I've taken a bit of a pause from my own marketing. I've been kind of quiet in my own marketing for the last month or so, but don't get me wrong, business is going really well. I'm set to make all of what I made last year for all of 2023 by the end of June of this year, which means that doubling my profits from last year is a distinct possibility. Hell, quintupling my profits from last year is a distinct possibility. I think this is what they call an up level. So money no longer has my stomach gripping in knots as I rack my brain for how on earth I can get what I need to pay my rent and bills, spoil my pets, and have enough left over to have a fun life. I no longer doubt the value of my work and my skill. I'm no longer confused about who I am best suited to serve. I'm pretty darn clear on what I do and don't like doing. I know how to say no to bad fits or out of scope requests. I know how to show up for my people and my business and myself. Now, these were all hard-won knowings, and I'm proud of myself for learning these lessons and getting to be in this place in my business. But I'm also a bit directionless at the moment. The good thing about having a clear and pressing immediate need like money right now is that you get to be super clear on what you want and what you're working for and what to focus on. I think that's why myself and so many others have been secretly addicted to survival mode. Because there is a knowing that comes with it, a clarity. Then suddenly you find yourself with all your needs met. And then what? What do you want now? What do you focus on? What's the goal? Who are you now without the familiar scramble, the familiar desperation, the singular drive? To be honest, I don't know this version of me yet. What does she do when she doesn't have to do anything in particular? When she could rest or work, be creative or at leisure? Choose between good options rather than which option hurts the least to settle for? It's a bit unnerving to have all those anchors, as terrifying and agonizing as they were, just gone. And I'm faced with the question, what do I want now? And I'm left with my present answer of, I don't know. But here's where I can see my own growth. I'm deciding that not knowing is okay, and I'm going to pause until I know. In the meantime, I am bringing clarity to what it is that I do know, and I do know a few things right now about my present state. I know I don't want to be familiar with the desperation of the grind anymore. I don't want pushing myself to the very edge of what I can stand to be my identity anymore. And now, I don't know what my new identity is, but I do know she doesn't force things. She doesn't try to control. She is okay with being exactly how she is, even if how she is doesn't know the answer. I can tell that this Isa is ready to make a lot more money than she's ever seen before in her life because of this. Because she is so open. She is so patient. She has entered receiving mode. She's ready. Do you want support in making peace with wherever you're at in your entrepreneurship journey? Do you want to run your business in a way that flows with your natural rhythms, not against them? In that case, I'd love to work with you one-on-one. Check the show notes for how to get me as your own personal marketing confidence cheerleader. And if you enjoyed this episode and want more like this, please leave me a 5-star review and share this podcast with your entrepreneur friends. Okay, love you, bye.